aka Cam, in the building, you know what I'm saying, Steve. Woo! Before we get into the video, guys, if you could smash that like, smash that sub, like and a sub, that's a dub. I would really appreciate it. Today we're gonna be checking out, does Irene deserve to be kicked out of Red Velvet? Okay, we don't really know. Okay, we don't know really who Irene is. Like I heard her name and stuff. Like we don't really know anything about her, but she's part of Red Velvet. We know of Red Velvet, but again, it's not like, bro, it's not like we really care that much about Red Velvet, if we're being honest. Cause like, I just don't really enjoy their music, you know what I'm saying? It's just personal preference. We just don't really enjoy their music. That's tough. But this guy right here, the Asian Theory, posts banger videos, okay? Like his videos are so informed, you know what I'm saying? He has 99 billion IQ that I'm like, yo, he posts a video, I want to check it out. I want to see what's going on, because we learn a lot from watching this guy's channel. So I'm gonna trust his informed opinion, okay? This guy seems like he does a lot of research, and we've watched a bunch of his videos, and you guys haven't called him out on anything. So I'm gonna trust his opinion. I'm sure he's gonna say no, and I'm sure he's gonna give a fair and reasonable explanation of why they should or shouldn't, but he's probably gonna say no anyway, okay? Because we just know this dude, okay? We just know him, okay? But either way, guys, before we get into it, also, if you guys want K-pop merch, check out kpopshop.com. The link in the description, okay? If you're gonna buy anything, make sure you just buy a link in the description, okay? I would really appreciate it. But either way, guys, let's check this video out.
Irene, if not the biggest, is one of the top 3 biggest female names in the industry right now.
Top 3?
From the famed group Red Velvet.
I thought it would be members of Twice, Blackpink, and then someone of Red Velvet. She got that much clout. She got a lot of clout.
The headlines with songs such as Red Flavor, Bad Boy, and Psycho. A couple days ago, an editor and stylist for an anonymous celebrity made a post online. She talked about an encounter which caused her to be humiliated and then brought to tears.
I heard from the others that I needed to be mentally prepped to meet her. Today, I was at the brunt of the electric needle shot by her. I lost my words. I stood still as if my hands, feet, and brain were tied up. I became a fool. I could not do anything in front of someone that was looking at me with such distaste while shuddering. I was hit by the endless knives she threw at me with her tongue, and so I cried. I couldn't be bothered with caring about who I was in front of, and I just couldn't contain my tears. Hashtag psycho.
Bro, is this person the devil? Like, is Irene a devil or something? Like, what's good? Like, obviously, this person called them at a bad time, but also, you know they're a journalist or a writer with all these metaphors. Like I was at the brunt of the electric needles shot by her. Like, all the metaphors and stuff, like, this person making it seem overly dramatic. Like, she probably just called him in a bad mood.
Hashtag monster.
As many fans guessed, the post was about none other than Irene. Wasn't too hard to guess. The tags Psycho and Monster were a dead giveaway. A couple hours later,
I don't know what he's talking about.
Irene responded back with an apology post.
This is Irene. I am sincerely sorry for hurting the stylist with my foolish attitude and careless words and actions. Getting to this spot involved help from many people who worked.
Oh, I'm guessing. Oh no, she's a stylist, not a journalist. My bad, bro. She write like a journalist. Okay, that person wrote like a journalist. All the metaphors and stuff, but. She obviously, this Irene didn't like the style, the outfit, and got a little bit mad. She's probably just having a bad day.
Together with me, but my immature actions caused great hurt, and I regret that and am reflecting. I've been looking back on the past because of this, and I felt very embarrassed because of my lacking words and actions, and I once again feel how precious the staff are. I will be more cautious about my actions in the future so that this does not happen again. I am sincerely sorry to the fans who support me and to everyone who has been caused concern because of this.
And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of just from that, I kind of just believe Irene. Like the other person, we don't know this stylist, okay? So I could be completely wrong, okay? I'm just talking randomly. But it seemed like the way the stylist put it, like that quote was so dramatic, okay? It was like so well written. Like it was just so dramatic. Like, you know, that person probably slightly dramatic, and then Irene was probably having a bad day or whatever. Maybe she did act out. Maybe what she was acting a little wild or something. She didn't like something. She was just having a bad day. Maybe it went off, but like, I don't know. We actually know nothing about this. I'm giving my completely uninformed opinion.
As you can imagine, the backlash was monumental, with half the crowd immediately calling for her head and the other half passionately defending her, till their dying breath. Only a couple hours had passed and people were already calling for her to be kicked out of Red Velvet, and even worse, being blacklisted from the industry as a whole. So this begs the question, does Irene really deserve all this hate? Does she deserve to be kicked out of Red Velvet? Here's the thing, we don't know the full story about
I don't know anything what's going on. I'm gonna give my completely irrelevant opinion. Okay, because that's why you guys are here, to know my completely irrelevant opinion. From what we know, right? Chances are she's having a bad day. I keep saying that. She might, you know, she's part of Red Velvet. She having a little bit of an ego right now, okay? She probably got a slight, she probably, you know, the ego builds up over time unless someone humbles you. This is probably slightly of a humbling experience. You know, the ego be building up a little bit. On top, she having a bad day. Plus, the stylist did a whack job or whatever. Who knows? Who knows what was going on? And it just all happened at once. You know what I'm saying? That's tough. But getting annoyed at someone is definitely no reason to lose your entire career.
Anything. We are really early in the developmental stages of this story. I mean, if, and big if, this was a one-time thing, if this was an isolated incident, if this was the only time that Irene has ever gotten mad in her life, then I really don't think that there's very much.
That's another thing. Even if she does get mad a lot, bro, that's not her job. Her job is not to be nice to everyone. Like, her job is to make good music and dance. like that's her job. There's nothing wrong with getting mad, okay? Everyone gets mad. Some people get mad more than others.
If Irene apologized to the stylist and the stylist accepts her apology, then that should be the end of it.
Facts.
There really shouldn't be a scandal at all. There should be no reason to hashtag cancel Irene. We're all human. You know, we all have bad days. Sometimes we get pissed off. Sometimes we get emotional. I mean, if we all got judged for our worst moment in our life, we would all seem like horrible people.
Facts.
For the past 6 years that Irene has been an idol,
Goddamn, this dude is spitting facts.
There's never really been an incident like this before. Now, let me be clear. I'm not defending Irene, and I'm also not damning her either. I'm just saying we don't have enough to make conclusions. I know that Knets and people on Twitter have this really bad habit of just jumping to conclusions and deciding right then and there if that person is an angel or the devil reincarnate. Now, I'm not saying she's innocent, but I'm not saying she's guilty either. I'm just saying that we need to step back before we throw out wild claims and accusations. But if, big if it does come to fruition that Irene has made a habit of this, and investigation proves that she's done this on multiple occasions in the past, then yes, that is definitely concerning and probably a behavior that needs to be fixed and reprimanded immediately. Now, I've seen lots of unverified claims on the internet surfacing about Irene's past behavior, saying that she's always been this rude, which for some reason has never popped up in the last 6 years, but are only coming to light now because she's trending. Now, the boldest claim I read is from this program called the Garosero Institute, where Irene was reportedly extremely rude to a stylist that they know. This is what they claim happened.
The stylist stated that Irene doesn't let anyone touch her and would express her dissatisfaction. When a stylist touches Irene without her permission, she would smack the stylist's hand away and have a frown on her face. The stylist also explained that there was a time that Irene tapped her with her feet. When the stylist looked to see what it was, Irene was using her feet to signal that her shoelace was untied. The reporter implied that Irene was telling the stylist to get on your knees and tie my shoes. Now, take this.
See what I said, bro? Her ego was just building up slightly. Obviously, this is not necessarily true, but this kind of proves the point I was making before. If the first case is true, it wasn't that extreme, but it's just a combination of a bad day, ego slowly building up. You just need someone. Like, it's inevitable when you reach some sort of level of fame and success, your ego is gonna build up. Okay, like if you're receiving more success than you were before, or the people around you, your ego's gonna build up. Okay. Maybe her ego just got a little out of check, no cap. But I feel like some of this stuff would be like, if it is true, it would be highly exaggerated. Like, she might not like people touching her. Okay, that's probably a thing. Okay, you know, some people, you know, they just don't like to be randomly touched. If we can avoid human contact, that would be well appreciated. And maybe the smacking of the hand was more just like someone scared her or something. Like, we don't know, okay? Like, we're just making random assumptions, okay? As the other dude said, everyone loves to jump to random conclusions. We jumping to random conclusions of best case scenario, okay? So, bro, who knows? This is kind of wild, though. If she actually said, get on your knees and tie my shoes, maybe, though, she asked nicely. Maybe, we don't know, okay? We don't know. Maybe it's just a combination of all these things, and this person, it was like kind of like tapped the hand away because she got scared, didn't exactly want to be touched, and she's having a bad day. And then her shoelace was undone, but she was in the middle of something, so she couldn't tie her shoelace, and then she asked if they could tie the shoelace. Like, who knows? Like,
this with an extreme grain of salt, as there's no way to verify this claim. And also, the Goddess Seto Institute isn't really the shining example of journalism, so be incredibly skeptical. But if this is true, this is pretty damning serious stuff.
What I think is ridiculous is how K-nets and K-pop fans react to supposed scandals. Do you remember that time that EXO's Chen found the love of his life and decided he wanted to get married? And then a handful of fans wanted him kicked out of the group. And I can't even keep track of how many times...
Bro, they really had a whole protest. Like, it's actually not that many people. It's like one. That's still funny though.
Fans wanted him kicked out of the group. And I can't even keep track of how many times that people have asked for Jennie to be kicked out of Blackpink for doing absolutely nothing at all. It's pretty ridiculous, to be honest. I think this is hilarious if you compare it to how the American public reacts to scandals. I mean, let's look at Paris Hilton. She made a sex tape, and in the end, she became this huge celebrity. Kim Kardashian, she made...
Facts, you got a scandal in the US? Boy, that's all. Everyone just trying to get into as many scandals as possible.
A sex tape, and they made her a celebrity. They made a TV show about her, and now she's worth $900 million. And I can't even keep track of how many times Justin Bieber had been in a scandal or controversy in his early 20s. And none of these figures were hashtag canceled. Could you imagine if a K-pop idol had a sex tape release? They wouldn't see the light of day. That poor idol would get eaten alive. Why do we judge idols with this strict double standard? Now, I've met a lot of celebrities, and it seems like a lot of people place idols and celebrities on this unreachable pedestal. But at the end of the day, they're all just...
Again, for another one of my completely irrelevant and random opinions. It's because the way idols gain success, right? Bro, like... people don't like worship most celebrities. Like, the common fan is not gonna be like a worshipper. But with K-pop though, they worship these people. So if they do anything that's slightly wrong, it's like they have a Bible, an unwritten Bible. If they do something against their own Bible, rest in peace. But celebrities, no one's worshiping them. It's more like just that cool dude. You know what I'm saying? Just that cool dude or cool girl. So it's just like, oh, they did something wrong? That's cool. Like, what's your point?
It's human. Like you, like me, like that dude you passed at the gas station. Idols are not these gods and goddesses that were placed down on earth to bless humanity. Fans like to give this extra special treatment to idols. Like, they can't be criticized, they must be worshipped, and they must upkeep this super clean, spotless image. And if idols do anything to disrupt that image, then we, the fans, must uphold our solemn duty and punish them and damn them to hell. Right? They're just people. They eat, they sleep, they get happy, they get sad, they get frustrated if you vote them out in Among Us. Trust nobody. So at the end of the day, the question is, should Irene be kicked out of Red Velvet? This is what the offended stylist said after she met up with Irene.
My fundamental goal and objective has been for Irene to promise that she will never act like that toward anyone again, and for her to meet with myself and my 2 team members and apologize. Since this has happened, I've stopped everything after receiving the official apology yesterday. She finished by saying, "Finally, I earnestly ask this of the people who are reading this post. I hope that you will stop writing speculative posts and articles, which end up causing greater pain and damage to everyone. Thank you."
And that seems like great advice, not just for this instance, but for any rumor or gossip that you hear. I don't know. Speculation without proof is more damaging than it does good. which is why I think it's too.
Alright, so the stylist got the apology. She was probably just wilding out on one day, you know. She probably just did something, little, as I said, the ego probably, you know, combination on that one day, a little mad. But she got humbled, so it's alright, okay?
Soon to make a judgment about Irene's character and career. But that's just me. What do you guys think? Do you think that Irene should be kicked out of Red Velvet? Or even worse, do you think that she should be blacklisted from the industry as a whole? Or do you think that Irene has been judged too harshly thus far? Let me know down below in the comments. Hey, I hope you guys liked my video, and do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. We're so close to 100K. And if you want to support this channel in...
Alright guys, bro, I like this dude's videos. This dude, bro, he does so much research. Obviously, he reads them out from a script. I'm making a video with a script soon, you know, but these reaction videos, it's more honest opinions. You know what I'm saying? Everything this dude says is heavily filtered, because, like, you write the script and you're like, no, I probably shouldn't have said that. This video, I said a lot of things. I'm like, man, should I have said that? Like, so this is just a ton of hot takes, my opinions on the issue about something that we know absolutely nothing about. So it's completely random. You know what I'm saying? This video is completely random. What do people in the comments section? Isn't it a bit extreme? I mean, yeah, she did a big mistake, but kicking her out is not the solution. I feel like, yeah, like, she kind of messed up. But at the end of the day, who really cares? Like, it's between the stylist and her. Like, like it's between the people that she disrespects and her. Like, it's her responsibility to not disrespect people. But if she does disrespect people, then she probably it's like what's the saying? What goes around comes around. Treat others like you want to be treated. You know what I'm saying? So if she wants, like, if she doesn't really care, then don't expect other people to treat you good. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't care about how you treat other people, then don't expect other people to treat you good. So it's just like that. That's just how it is. So, yeah, again, I feel like this topic is almost completely irrelevant to anything. Anyone that really cares about this, good for you. And I'm out. See ya.